Do you know the benefits of time management? Hi, y'all. Thanks so much for joining me. I really want to share in the next 15 minutes 4 benefits of time management with you. Please like and share this video if you get value from it. If you're listening to the replay on the podcast, just drop a heart in there or a like. Really appreciate your support. So time management, we've probably heard people say, hey, you got to learn to manage your time better. If you manage your time better, you'll get better at doing all the things that you need to do, right? Because I know I've heard those things. And a lot of times those people are just telling me that, but they never really told me why I should do it. So that's a big reason for why I'm doing this video, to share with you 4 benefits of time management. So hopefully you can understand what those benefits are, and then you can apply them to what you're doing right now, not just for your business, but you can also apply it to your life as well. So I'm Dr. P with Priscilla Kuser Consulting Solutions, and I'm a strategic business coach. And I've been a school psychologist for 10 years in K-12 schools in the U.S., served on professional organization committees, and have taught more than 10 online graduate psychology courses, right? And that's at the master's level. And time management, like I said, I've heard people say so many times, manage your time better. And there was a long time before I actually understood what that even meant and why I should even do it. Because, a lot of times people tell us things and we're like, why should we do it? Especially when they don't tell us what those benefits are. Because I don't know about you, but until I learn what the benefits are for doing certain things, I kind of go, maybe I shouldn't be doing that. So 4 benefits of time management, that's what I'm sharing with you in this video today. Because in your personal or your professional life, have you kind of lost track of how many people have actually told you get better at managing your time? I know there was a point in time in my life that I stopped counting, because people would keep telling me, get better at managing your time. That will help you, stop you from feeling so overwhelmed. But they didn't really say, like I said earlier, how or even why you should even manage your time better. Check out my video I did on time management and some strategies that you can actually implement on actually getting better at managing your time. But today, I want to share with you the benefits of doing those things. So if you had a chance to check out that video, now this is kind of like a part 2, so to speak, to share why you should do it. And that's about the benefits of time management. So we're all busy. I get that. We're so busy in what we're doing in our businesses, in our personal life. I get it. There's so much to do, but we do have to get better with what we do on a daily basis and be meaningful and strategic in those activities. If not, you're going to just end up spinning in circles, trying to juggle all these different spinning plates even, and it becomes so much, and it becomes so overwhelming. It really can get to that point very quickly if you don't have a strategy in place, if you don't know how to schedule your time, and if you don't even know why you should even do it. That's why 4 things that I want to share with you, 4 benefits for why time management can help you, right? And as a school psychologist, there were so many things that I had to do on a daily and a weekly basis, right? And not to mention the fact that I was also involved in professional organizations as well. I was sitting on committees, not just a member. And there was a lot to do for me. There was a lot for me to do in my day-to-day job as a school psychologist. And then there was also so much to do in the professional organization. And sometimes, if you've ever sat on a committee for a professional organization, whether it was in college and at the university level, in your community, for your previous career, for your current industry, for your small business that you're having, I'm sure you can relate to this. Being in a volunteer professional organization committee sometimes felt like you were doing more work or spending just as many hours as your full-time job. I know I felt so for some of the professional organization committees that I was participating in, because there was so much to be doing, right? There was so much to be doing. So you're working 40-hour weeks for your full-time job, and sometimes it felt like you were working 40 hours for the volunteer professional organization. But we were doing it, and how effective we were doing it, I don't know. You got to look back and reflect on your situation. But I know it became a lot. So I was like, something needed to give so that I can actually, enjoy what I was doing for my full-time job, enjoy being in the professional organization, and have a personal life, because we do have to have that work-life balance. So I remember sitting and I was thinking, hey, I have to get better at how I spend my time. And that's where time scheduling came in, because once I learned the importance of scheduling my time, oh my gosh, when I tell you, time saver, it was a huge time saver. It was a huge game changer. So many things started to happen for me, and I got so much more done than I thought I could have gotten done before. And I no longer felt like I was spinning all these plates and trying to keep like 10 different plates spinning at the same speed at the same time constantly and just moving back and forth. I no longer felt like that, because with being able to sit and schedule my time out, I was able to kind of, for lack of better words, get like that control over what I was doing and actually be meaningful and be strategic in what I was doing. And when I tell you, it's so much better. So depending on where you go to do your research, when you look at time management, you're going to come across time scheduling as one of the different forms of time management techniques that are out there. So for me, I started when I was working as a school psychologist, using time scheduling for my daily and weekly activities, all those tasks I had to do. So that way I was able to really start seeing that change. And like I said, it was amazing to see what I was actually able to get done. And I no longer felt like I was falling behind in my full-time job or even with my professional organization committee responsibilities. I was actually getting things done. And it felt great. It really, really felt great. But here's this thing. Was there ever a time in your full-time job before you became a business owner or even working in a professional organization wherein somebody said to you, hey, you need to get this done because this is a priority, or you need to do it immediately? I know I heard that so many times. I remember there was actually one day when I was still working in the school system wherein I clocked it that somebody told me that, you got your leadership teams who tell you that 5 different times in one day, for that 5 different tasks were all priorities, were all needed to be done immediately. Let's be real though. Not everything is a priority, is it? There's going to be something that has to be at the top and something that needs to be at the bottom, because we cannot be working on 5 different things simultaneously and do them well. We can't. We're just one person. Our focus needs to be on one task at a time. It's not effective or efficient for us to be doing 5 different things at the same time. So one of the strategies that I did with this time scheduling was looking at those things that they kept saying were priorities, right? And I had to sit and I had to rank them in terms of level of importance. Because I had to. Because I couldn't put 5 things to be done at 9 o'clock on the same day. Because like I said, I can't do 5 things at once. So I really needed to sit down and work out which one was the most important and then go down the ladder that way. And I learned to tell somebody, hey, what you're asking is really not that important. It is not the best thing to say to someone at all. Because people think that what they're asking you about, what they're asking you for, the help they're reaching out to you to get, they really think it's important. So don't make them feel bad that they're not important. Just simply explain to them, hey, this is when I'll be able to get to that. And just explain to them that's where it fits into my schedule, that I'll be able to get to it. But again, being able to rank those tasks in level, in order, whatever word you want to use, of importance did help me out so much with really putting things in my schedule. And it took away feeling so overwhelmed about, oh my God, I got all these 5 things to do, and you're going all over the place and never really getting to finish one completely. So yeah, definitely if you get all those priority tasks, rank them out. That was something that really helped me out. And another thing that I found that was really helpful was that when I was looking at tasks, I actually needed to see what I actually had to complete, like what I actually needed to do. Because sometimes there were things for a big project that I myself didn't necessarily need to do, but I can actually kind of delegate that to somebody else. Hi, thanks so much for joining. As you're joining, you can say where you're joining from, and I wanted to say that when you're working on so many things, when you're scheduling out your time, there are times when you have to look at those activities and really be honest with yourself. Do you need to complete it, or does somebody else on your team, can they complete that task for you? Again, it really helps out so much when you can make that distinction between things you actually need to do and things other people can do, because then you get so much done. You really, really do. So I know you're probably sitting and going, okay, that's great, that worked for you in the school system, but what the hell does that have to do anything with being a business owner? How's that even going to help me? It's going to help you out because they're the same strategies for scheduling your time. Because right now, there's a whole list of things that you have that you're thinking you're going to get to, how many things have you keep adding to that list? How many things are you crossing off of that list? How many things are you thinking that you're doing at the same time and pretending that you're multitasking? I guarantee you, if you have multiple things going on, you're probably struggling to get any of them completed. That's where time scheduling can come in to help you. So let me break it down a little bit more so I can show you how you can use this as a small business owner. Because I took those techniques and I use it as a small business owner myself, and working with my clients, I do use the same strategies, and they're so beneficial to be able to schedule my time, because I have time in my day for not just my business, but also for my personal life. So it's really good to get that balance. So 4 benefits of time management, right, that are specific to being a business owner. Here's one of them. You avoid getting stuck on details or little things that can eat away at your time. You know what I'm talking about. There are those things that you start out doing, then some little thing catches your eye, and you think it's only going to take you like 5 minutes. Then that 5 minutes turns into 15, and then before you know it, you've been working on this thing for an hour. And here's the kicker though, that thing that you just wasted an hour on, chances are the next thing you have to do on your list for that day, that one thing had nothing to do with it. Nothing whatsoever. But yet, you just spent an entire hour on this tiny little detail, this tiny little task that really did not play a role in your bigger picture of your things that you needed to do that day. So you got to be cognizant. You got to be mindful of those little things and stop letting them eat away at your time, because we can't get time back. We can't. So that's the first one. The second one is to be able to prioritize what's important for you in your business and in your personal life. Because as a small business owner, yes, you're building a business, you're growing that business. That's true. But you can't be working in the business 24/7 and still expecting to have a personal life. We need to get that balance. We really do. So I get it. Your business is a priority for you. Yes, I get it. My business is a priority for me. Yeah, I'm in that same boat with you. But is everything a priority? If so, can you work on everything at once? Can you? Can you work on all those things at once? And I bet you can't. Like I said earlier, if you have multiple things that you need to get accomplished, you got to do them step by step, bit by bit, one thing at a time, not working on them all at the same time, because we need to focus on one task at a time. So as a business owner, you should have a list of your non-negotiables. And if you don't have a list of your non-negotiables, I highly recommend that you get a list of your non-negotiables. Why? Because those are the things that are crucial to your business. Those are the things that you know you have to get done at a specific time each week, or a specific time in the day, or a specific time in the month, depending on what your non-negotiable is. And your non-negotiables might not be the same as my non-negotiables, or your friend who also has their own business. You have to know what your non-negotiables are and make sure to add them to your schedule before adding anything else, because those are going to be the backbone of your company. Those are going to be the operational aspects that keep your company moving forward. They're going to be key to your business. So be sure to put them on your calendar and don't bump them off, because they are non-negotiable. They're critical to your business. So that's 2. The third one is know your capacity so you can stop from being overwhelmed. And by that I mean this: know your boundaries. You have to know your boundaries. You have to learn to say no. I get it. A lot of opportunities come and you don't want to pass it up because this could be great and awesome for my business and it can take my business to the next level. But if you jump on every single thing that comes your way, what are you going to be doing? Are you going to be working in your business, on your business? What are you doing? Because you're going to be chasing all of these different opportunities and it's not within your capacity. So something got to give. And if you're chasing all those things, chances are you're not working on your business. You're not being the CEO of your business. You are a small business owner. So you have to know your capacity. You're going to have to know when to say no to presenting at 3 conferences in 1 month. Pick one. Don't do all 3. Or no to going to 10 or 15 different networking events when in the same week, if there are things that you know you need to get done for your business. It is your business. Remember, you have those non-negotiables for your business. So if you don't have space in your calendar for this thing that popped up, say no to it and move on. Another opportunity is going to come your way. The 4th thing I want to say, because I'm over my 15 minutes here, 4th thing I wanted to say was delegate. Remember to delegate. So there are tons of things you got going on, tons of things that need to be done on a daily and weekly basis for your business. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. And you can delegate some of them to your virtual assistant, to your sales team, to your accountant, to your digital marketer. You need to learn how to delegate because delegation is a big part of the benefit of when you schedule your time. Because when you look at your schedule and you put your activities, your non-negotiables in there, all those key things for your business, the next thing that's going to happen is you're going to end up with a list of things that you don't necessarily need to do yourself, that you can actually delegate to someone else. So that's one of those benefits of time management, of time scheduling. You get to see where you can spend your time as a business owner to truly grow the business so you can take it to the next level. Then you get to delegate to others those tasks that are also important for the functioning of the business, but that's not where you need to be spending your time. But before I go, this huge part of time scheduling I wanted to also make sure I mention is that when you are using time scheduling, it works if you stick to it. If you don't stick to it, then it doesn't make sense. You can have the most amazing schedule written down, but if you don't stick to it, there's no point to it. So message me if you want to get more information. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Until next time, remember, solutions plus actions equals results. I'm Dr. P with Priscilla Kuser Consulting Solutions. Bye, y'all.